I disagree with the premise of the idea of biological sex. We all know the physiological differences between male and female. We know that the distinction between the sexes began at the time of fertilization, that we are born male or female, and then through puberty develop the physiological features and strengths that make us completely male or completely female. And so I do not see it as an idea. I see it as a fact that sadly I must present legislation to have us reaffirm a fact.
Senator Dossett, JA, you are recognized for a question on the House amendments to SB 2.
Thank you, Mr. President. Mr. President, if we could just take a few steps back and help me understand, are there men competing in women's sports here in Oklahoma right now?
Thank you for the question. I cannot say, but I know that there are men competing in women's sports in which Oklahoma women participate, perhaps not in the same event, but the exposure to men competing in women's sports is certainly something that we women in Oklahoma are well aware of, and it is growing as our competitive women, particularly at the college level, go to Olympic trials or NCAA tournaments, and they and their friends find themselves competing against men.
Thank you, Mr. President. Mr. President, can you help me understand if there's actually a problem that we're trying to address here that we understand is happening in Oklahoma right now?
Thank you for the question. As I've said before, I know women in Oklahoma who have friends who compete in high school and then in college, and there's a circle of women athletes in different events, and they communicate, and they are giving examples to each other where some of them have actually been defeated, lost their NCAA records, lost their titles, lost their college scholarships because they competed against a male. So it's a very real issue, and I'm ready for Oklahoma to deal with it now because I actually believe we should recognize that women are women and they have the right to compete against other women and have the same opportunities as men to advance in the athletic endeavors that they are good at.